If you're looking to become a racetrack designer in the Upland metaverse, here are 5 tips that you need to know when designing a racetrack. This video is sponsored by the Power Motor Showroom located at 4165 Chevy Chase Drive in Atwater Village in Los Angeles. They offer a great variety of vehicles, whether it be for racing, ride sharing, or shipping. You can find out more about this shop in the link in the description below. The great thing about racing in Upland, and not just racing, but Upland in general, is that Upland is mapped to the real world. So that means when you're making a racetrack, you are creating it based off of real streets. As Uplanders begin to create their own racetracks, there's going to be an abundance of racetracks and not enough people to race on these racetracks. It's going to be interesting to see which racetracks are going to be the most popular ones and for what reason. At the end of the day, it all boils down to value. What kind of value are you as a racetrack designer providing to people who want to use that racetrack? Before I get into these 5 tips, I highly suggest you checking out the link in the description below or the video in the upper right hand corner, and that goes over how you can provide value to people using a racetrack in the metaverse. You're always going to want to put yourself in the player's shoes and think, why would I want to come and race on this specific racetrack? And once you start thinking about the player, then you're going to figure out how to provide the right type of value. So make sure to check out that video. Now on to the 5 tips. Tip number 1, when you're creating a racetrack, it must be less than 2.5 miles long, which is 4 kilometers. Upland does have intentions to have racetracks which are longer than this. However, right now, to ensure proper rendering and smooth gameplay, Upland has capped it at a 4-kilometer length maximum. Number 2, racetracks have to have the same start and finish line. Again, in the future, there will be races that are drag races or maybe even Cannonball Run, which will take you from Manhattan all the way to Los Angeles. But right now, it does have to be a closed loop. Number 4, the track has to be a straight line path. You can't have any forks or branches in the road. Number 4, you cannot have your track intersecting itself. And number 5, you can't have it going over or under itself, such as having a bridge or a tunnel. Once Upland implements the possibility of having cars getting into a car crash, these type of intersecting racetracks will probably be allowed. We know that car repair shops will be a big part of the car economy in Upland, so these types of intersecting racetracks will be a lot of fun to watch in the future. Make sure to check out the link in the upper right hand corner to head over to the Upland Guide Maps, where you can see all of the racetracks and exactly where they are located. And if you want to add your racetrack, there's details in the link in the description below as well.